Hi, friends. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Sherry Placco, and I live in the Chicago area by Stacy, and I'm here to talk to you about wellness capsules. Thank you so much for staying with us throughout this class and learning a little bit about taking your oils internally. And to me, the biggest part is just learning to not be afraid, because I know it's like new and uncharted territory for you that first time you do it. And trust me, I was the biggest person that always said, yeah, I'm not going to take them internally. Yeah, I'm not going to take any supplements. I just want like to make them smell good, and I want that Ninja Red stuff. Um, and if you know me or you have heard from me in the past, I now take like all the supplements. I do all the oils internally. And it was really that first step that got me started. So if you don't know about me, I have rheumatoid arthritis. And because of all of the things that I do now and have removed the chemicals out of my home, I've been medication free for over 4 years. But what really started me taking oils internally was I was taking a medication back in December and January of 2016 that caused all kinds of gastrointestinal side effects. And to be honest, I didn't have the best gut health to begin with, and that just made it horrible. And so I knew that I was going to have to open that bottle, that bottle in the starter kit that maybe you don't love the smell of. At least I didn't love the smell of. Yeah, Digize. I had to open up that bottle, and I had to put it in a capsule because I couldn't even open the bottle without kind of like my gag reflex going. I'm not joking. And if you don't mind the smell of that, yay. Now it doesn't bother me. But back then, I could not even open the bottle without like. So I have to tell you the story behind the first time we made wellness capsules here at my house. My husband was helping me. Now, my husband couldn't see anything without his glasses. And remember, this is like 4.5 years ago. My RA was still in a bad place, so my gripping was awful. We did this late in the evening because I couldn't stand the stomach pains anymore. So my husband, in his infinite wisdom, dumped out a few capsules onto a white paper plate. And then I'm trying to hold the capsule. He's trying to drip oil into it. Let's just say it wasn't pretty. So you've already seen Stacy's going to be giving away a capsule holder. Well, after that adventure, my husband came home from work the very next day with the first prototype. This is still the first one that he ever made. He came home and he was like, here. And I don't know if it was to be helpful to me or to be like, I'm never doing that with you again. It was pretty funny. But now, he has mastered the art and he makes these very beautiful capsule holders for us. But anyway, that was really my first dipping the toe into taking my oils internally. And I have to tell you, I mean, within 20 minutes of me taking that capsule of Digize, I was like a new person. I was like, okay, I think I need to learn more about this. And at the time, my husband was not using oils at all. He called me Sherry Potter. He was like, okay, you go do your little witchcraft wizardry stuff, and I'm glad it's helping you. Now, Jim is all in, and he actually is better about making capsules than I am, because now that I'm teaching from home all day, I'm not going anywhere. So I can just put my capsule together quickly every morning. Every 2 weeks, he's up there making his capsules. He's amazingly diligent about it. And when my life is hectic, he makes my capsules. Like, how awesome is that, right? So let's talk about what to put in a capsule, how to do it, and like the how do you know what to put in there? First of all, don't be afraid. I have people ask me all the time, how many oils is too many when the capsule's full? I don't have separate capsules for all the oils I take. Some days I take 4 oils. Some days I might take like 8, 10, 12 oils. It's whatever I'm thinking my body needs that day, but I put them all in one capsule. I mean, what's the difference of 5 capsules or all in one? It's all going to the same place, right? So don't be afraid to mix your oils. Now, we know Vitality makes it easy, okay? but I'm going to give you a couple of tips. I like to pre-make mine because, you know, I mean, now it's a little easier because I'm not rushing around as much in the morning. But up until COVID, when I was teaching from home, we always made at least 2 weeks worth at a time, and we store them in the freezer. Let me tell you why. If you take any type of citrus oil, and even while you're making them, if you get a little distracted, your citrus oils will eat through that veggie cap in 10 to 15 minutes. So we put them in the freezer because, friends, remember, we have that seed to seal guarantee. We know these are pure. And that picture that you see on the graphic next to this video, that is actually inside my freezer. My husband now stores them in one of these just so that they're not like getting tossed around in the freezer. They don't freeze. Pure essential oils will not freeze. So 2-3 weeks later, it's still pure liquid sloshing around in there. It's amazing. It's amazing. All right. So what kind of capsules? You can buy ones on Amazon. I do size 00. Because I do a lot of oils, I've actually found I prefer the Young Living ones. They seem to hold up a little better. We've noticed when we do a lot of oils, and we both do a lot of oils. Jim fills his capsule pretty much to the top as well. These tend to leak a little bit more, but they'll still get the job done. Now, a carrier oil, do you need one? Totally your choice. My husband will put like a drop of fractionated coconut oil into the bottom of his capsule or a drop of olive oil. Again, your choice. There's no right or wrong to that. So now, if you are going to make a bunch of capsules ahead of time, so I'm going to fill up my little capsule holder here. I'm going to show you like the cute version. The next question becomes, how do you get the oils in there without making a mess? Yeah, we wasted a lot of oil in our early days. So the easy button, if you know you're going to want to take the same oils every day, you can buy these amazing dropper tops on Amazon, and you just go and you fill them all up. Now notice this doesn't have the vitality label, but you've heard and read through all of the posts today that we know it's the same oil if we have a vitality. In a 5 ml, the 15 ml is the same oil. It's just for FDA purposes that it's labeled that way. So upstairs where we keep all of our oils, a lot of our go-to everyday ones have dropper tops on them, just because we always grab those for our capsules. Otherwise, if you don't, I'm going to recommend you buy some inexpensive pipettes on Amazon. And if you don't know how to get the top off of your bottle of oil, you use the lid and you just kind of pull it sideways. And I will use, these are disposable. So if I'm making 2 weeks worth and I want copaiba in every capsule, which I do, by the way, I take copaiba every day, sometimes twice a day. You can go ahead and decide how many drops you want in each capsule, and you can do it without any spilling. Easy peasy, no wasting. And then when you're done, make sure you got all the oil out of your pipette, and then you put your lid right back on the same way, and you're good to go. Now notice, because we take a lot of oils, I buy the big ones because we take a lot of oils internally. So our favorites, I'm always buying in the 15 mLs. That's just kind of how we roll. So now, how do you decide what to take internally? Well, if you live local to Stacy or myself or Wendy, we all have Itovis. So maybe at some point you've had an Itovi scan just to kind of give you a baseline. But if not, guys, I hope you are using your pocket reference. This was my first pocket reference, and it's still kind of, because all my notes are in this one. This is like my most well-loved version. We've gotten a couple of editions better since then, so obviously all the newer oils aren't in here. But I want to tell you something you may not know. So when you go into your reference guide, there is, you can look up like disease states or issues, like if you have like a neck pain or joint pain, and obviously I'm all about the joint pain. You can see what oils are beneficial. And 4 years ago, I learned about a lovely little oil called Palo Santo. Palo Santo is in the same botanical family as frankincense, but it comes from South America. And when I looked up Palo Santo, they call Palo Santo like the poor man's frankincense. And when you look up Palo Santo in your reference guide, I'm sorry, I had it open and then I closed it. When you look it up, if you've used your reference guide at all, it tells you, like the historical background. It gives you all of the information, like what it's used for, the medical properties, the uses, the directions. Okay, we do not at this time have a vitality version of Palo Santo. Okay, we don't. However, when I look here for Palo Santo, I'm going to hold this up to the camera so you can see it. And when you look at where it says directions, do you see right here that word dietary? It says dietary. Put 10 to 15 drops in a capsule or take 1 or 2 times a day. You can also put 1 to 6 drops under your tongue. I trust this. I trust our seed to seal guarantee that I know any of our Young Living oils are safe. And if this book tells me it's safe for dietary usage, guess what? If I know there are benefits to that oil that are going to help me, it's going in my capsule. So please do your research and don't be afraid. I think that's the biggest thing. It's that once you dip your toe in. So what are the big ones? We've already heard Di tell us about lemon, lavender, peppermint. And if you saw my quick holding up here, lemon, lavender, peppermint, every day. We don't ever go a day without those, both Jim and I, every day. Copaiba. This is a must-have in my life. So if you don't know about Copaiba, it acts as a magnifier to all other oils. So it kind of just like makes them better, stronger. And this is my Tin Man oil. So if you know the Wizard of Oz, you know what I'm talking about. This one keeps me moving. So Copaiba is like my first go-to every day. And if I'm having a particularly achy day, I will take more midday. This is one that I always have like 2 extra bottles sitting over there. And I actually keep one now that I'm sitting in this chair all day for remote teaching. This bottle actually sits down here by my computer so that if I'm having a water or something and I'm feeling a little stiff, I can just put a drop or 2 in there or put it right under my tongue. So don't be afraid. But what are the basics? Thieves, especially as we're moving into this season of, that cold and flu season on top of everything that's going on. Thieves every day. Put a drop in a capsule or in your coffee or your tea. But if you're looking to make a wellness capsule, lemon, lavender, peppermint, thieves, frankincense. And if you have Copaiba, add that in. All those others are already in your starter kit, friends. Lemon, lavender, peppermint, thieves, frank. Add a little Copaiba. It's not difficult. And trust me, once you start taking oils internally and you start making a daily wellness capsule, you are going to be amazed. Try it for a week. See how you feel. There's no wrong way to do it. You do you. Don't be afraid to reach out to your leaders, to the people to your friends that signed you up for help. We're all in this together. We're all here to help you learn, but we want you to not be intimidated by it. Because trust me, I was. And now I can't imagine not taking oils because I don't use any over-the-counter medications either. Everything is an oil. Everything. If I have a stomach ache, Digize in a capsule. And I have to tell you, Digize, because my digestive enzyme that I love, Essential Zymes, has been out of stock. And remember at the beginning I said I don't have the best gut health? Yeah, still don't when those things aren't around. So I'm actually taking Digize in a capsule twice a day until our digestive enzymes come back because my belly's feeling it between the stress of remote teaching and the world right now. So use the tools that you have. Help yourself feel better and don't be intimidated. All right, I hope this was helpful and that you are ready to start making your first wellness capsules. I will be having the links to roller tops and pipettes are in the post, so be sure you look at it. And be sure that you're commenting on all of the posts, because Stacy has a whole lot of things she's sending out, including one of these capsule holders. So I hope this was helpful, and have a great rest of your evening, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.